Good morning and happy Sunday, everybody. I may need to dash out of here. I don't know how long this video is going to be. We had a bit of a septic tank emergency late yesterday, and I've got a septic guy coming over in about 20 minutes. It's early, but he's coming over. So we'll see. Uh, I don't know what happened. We've been here for 16 and a half years in this house, and our septic alarm has never gone off. Nothing unusual happening. So I don't know. Anyway, this is my Sunday video. I do this every Sunday. It's called Clearing the Bases, where I go through all the stories that either didn't that were interesting but didn't rise to the level of their own video, or I didn't have time to do their own video. So let's jump right in here. First of all, I was scheduled to do a live stream. I hit 9,000 subscribers last night, as you can see here. I was scheduled to do this live stream tonight, but because of the Celtics game, I have moved it to tomorrow. Now, tomorrow, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Hope you're there. All right. Now, here we go. Topps released a photo of the first Shohei Series 2 2024 base card. It looks good. It's a nice card, nice photo. But it appears, and this has riled up a lot of people, that it's photoshopped, because here's what appears to be the same exact photo. And if you look, you can see somebody did the analysis of the folds and the jersey exactly match. I gotta say, their Photoshop team does a fantastic job. A lot of people upset about this. I I don't see any reason to be upset about this, and obviously it would be ideal to have him really in a Dodgers uniform, but you can't tell. And they get these to print before they take the photos before spring training starts, I think. Uh, so here's somebody else did some analysis, shows that the spring training games, he was using a gray elbow pad rather than the blue one, and you can see he's got blue here. And somebody said, well, yeah, they printed the cards before the season started, so had to go this route unless they decided to wait to release his first Dodgers card in update, which is right. That's my feeling. I'm curious to know yours. What do you think about this? This does not bother me whatsoever. Now, here's another thing. Topps is offering $20 in exchange for Wander Franco redemptions, since it's obviously not planning to fulfill them. I don't know if this is all Wander Francos, of course, or if there's like a sliding scale depending on how rare the autograph was. $20 feels right to me. They're not going to give you the value at peak Wander Franco at the time that you purchased it. That's just not the way redemptions work. So I think 20 bucks is pretty generous considering the autograph may not be worth that at all. So again, not something that bothers me, but again, I'm curious what you think about this. Let me know in comments. Will Stern, really good Twitterer. There are 2,301 PSA 10 Luka Doncic silver prisms selling for about $2,000 right now. Jason Tatum has significantly fewer at 871, and they sell for less than half the price. And he doesn't present this as like he's surprised or anything, but a lot of people seem to be, and I think it's just because Luka is much more likable. And I am a massive Celtics fan. Jason Tatum is the least likable player on the Celtics. He's a superstar. He's a great player. I don't know any Celtics fans who really like him. I know there are some, but Jaylen Brown is much more likable. Derek White, Kristaps Porzingis, much more likable than Tatum, and he doesn't have an exciting game either. Luka has an exciting game. He's fun to watch. And that's when I watch sports, I don't watch interviews. I don't follow any anything that happens outside of the actual game. So that's what's important to me. And Jason Tatum just doesn't have an exciting game. He's not fun to watch. And Luka is. And that's my take. All right, SVLR Sport, I guess Silver Sport or Sliver Sport, I don't know, says that they called Panini and they actually answered the phone for the first time ever. And he they wanted, they have 14 redemptions, and they write an update about what happened with the phone call. Panini is not replacing any redemptions with like value autos because they're saving autos for the national white boxes, which I guess kind of makes sense. They offered sparkle packs or points for some of the lower value cards, not generous with the value. So, this is the fact that they actually have customer service is good. If you're waiting for redemptions, good luck. Um, Here's another good customer support from Topps, and I love bagging on Topps. You're not going to get that much. We are going to get that some in this video, but this is uh, Topps had a decent week. Okay, we have some negative top stuff in here, but Da Hook, I don't know. I mean, this guy's a very he's a pretty big Twitter account, and then he posts this photo with his prescription in the background. Um, he called Topps customer support. He had a Gunnar Henderson, Adley Rutschman, 1989 Topps, blah blah blah, gold foil autograph, and the updated status of this is to be signed. It's with no official date. It has not been signed yet. He put in his substitute preferences with them over the phone, and they're going to do their best to come up with a good offer. Now, my understanding is normally when you ask for a substitution, you do that online and you can't tell them what you want for a substitution. And correct me if I'm wrong, but that's been my understanding for a long time is you just say, I'll accept a substitute, and they mail you what they believe to be an equivalent substitute. And that's what he says here too. Huge upgrade compared to getting a random card that may or may not be something you want. So this is good. And then he received for his Gunner and Adley a 2022 Topps Dynasty autograph patches number to 10 of Aaron Judge and a 2023 Topps Definitive Collection rookie autograph green number 25 of Adley Rutschman. This seems like an awesome substitution. So good on Topps, as difficult as that is to say. I want Topps to be good, so this is good. Uh, Neo Cards and Comics, finally happening. eBay auto pay on auctions, and he did a video on this as well. This is good. If you're, especially if you're selling cards via auction, buyers now have to provide a payment method before they bid on auctions. And they added this for Buy It Now, I don't know, a year ago maybe. And so now they're adding it for auctions as well. I think this is good for buyers. I much prefer this over winning it and then needing to go in and pay. And there's this glitch in the app that says you haven't paid even though you have. And you've got this never ending notification. At least for me, it's been that way for a long, long time. So good on eBay. A lot of good news here, man. All right, here's some weird news from PSA. Cards Max, whoever this is with a 26,000 followers, PSA is now upcharging cards in the $500 to $1,000 range to $75. Previously, they would only be upcharged to $40. Spending $75 to grade a $500 card is bad, according to Cards Max. Yeah, I mean, don't grade with PSA then. It's just so simple to me. If you don't like PSA, you don't like what they do, answer with your wallet and don't grade with them. If you think your card is worth $550 and you don't want to pay $75 to grade it, don't. It's I don't know. Let me know what you think about this. This is stupid. So don't grade your expensive cards with PSA. Or know that you're going to get much better value from PSA and grade with them, and don't complain about it. Or I guess you can complain about it. It's fine. So now here we have somebody who submitted their Wemby red something card. There appears to be a nail clipping, although it's a little too bent. I don't know if this is a eyelash or something. Nat Turner responds hilariously, and Nat's really good about responding. For all the criticism of PSA, Nat's really good about responding to these things. He says, "This will definitely get fixed, and I can promise we'll run DNA testing on the sample and force the culprit to exclusively grade only hockey cards for all of time." Great response. Of course, PSA will fix this for the submitter. Another Will Stern tweet, because he's good like that. He says, "This uh, 8 autograph card, and I guess there must be some on the back too. Golden sold it for $32,940. PWCC sold this 13th year, 14th year Tom Brady Prism Gold, number to 10, without an autograph for 35,000. So pretty similar dollar amounts, no autographs versus 8 GOAT autographs. Interesting. I don't know. Card purchaser. There are now over 10,000 PSA 10 Victor Wembanyama Prism base rookie cards. Seems crazy to me. That's like 63% are 10s. So you've got a 2 in 3 chance of getting a 10 if you pull a base. So hey, good quality from Panini for once. Here we go. Here's Topps for getting the autograph. I never understand how this happens. And here's Topps responding, "Love to connect. Could you please share your name and email? A member of our team will reach out." Yeah, I mean, Topps is going to fix this, of course, but it's just bizarre to pull a box and find an autographed card that isn't autographed. Ah, here we go. Marianne with Fanatics Collectibles Escalations team. Cultivating an excellent customer collector experience is our top priority, and I'm sorry we fell short. We can send you a replacement. Good on Topps/Fanatics. Good stuff here. Target, this is back to 2021, if anybody remembers when they were putting out signs about cards. Target reserves the right to prohibit purchases of any merchandise to resellers. How does Topps know who's a reseller? I'm sorry. How does Target know who's a reseller and who's not? But this includes individuals that exhibit behaviors such as pack searching and weighing, which that's not only limited to resellers. We all know collectors or have seen collectors online who do that. But I love that they're going to restrict sales to those people, hopefully eliminate sales to those people. All right. You may recall this Mickey Mantle was sold to Topps for $2,350. Autograph 58 Topps All-Star Mantle. And it just showed up in a pack. One of one Mickey Mantle auto from Topps Archives. Yeah, pretty cool. I like that Topps is doing this again. More Topps positivity. I promise you, they are not paying me a penny, nor do I want them to. This is just good. PSA Photo Match. They just rolled this out this week. So you send them memorabilia, and they will photo match it to an event for you, which I think is a cool thing. I'm not a memorabilia guy, so I wouldn't, in all likelihood, I would never have this done. But it seems like a cool service. Here's the pricing. If your declared value is under $3,000, you're going to pay $500, $400 for the research, and $100 for the certificate, which I guess makes sense. They've got a lot of research to do, right? I don't know. Is that worth it? I'm not a memorabilia guy, so I can't say. But I think that's a cool new service that they're adding. All right, Darren Rovell. I'm very critical of Darren. Does he always deserve it? Yeah, he does. But he also has an amazing collection, and he put this up for sale. This is the ticket to the game where Iverson hit a three. I think it was a three. It might have just been a long two, and then stepped over Ty Lue, looking down at him. Classic moment. Yeah. Actually, let's see what this is going for. It's currently with 6.5 days to go at $605. Cool item. I'm not betting on it. I just like it. And signed by both of them too. All right, here's a Topps mistake. Bo Bichette has not played a single game at second base. I confirmed via Baseball Reference, and Topps has him as a second baseman. Not a huge deal, just a minor mistake. This is of course Bowman, not Topps. 2024 Bowman. Yeah, weird. All right, I've been talking about this. I think this is my third consecutive week talking about this story. This is the fake Michael Jordan Precious Metal Gems card saga, as the buyer is calling it. He's done a bunch of videos, and he does a good job highlighting what's happening and not getting really visibly upset about it. He paid $23,000 for a fake Michael Jordan PMG. I don't know if I'm going to do a video covering the entire story this coming week when it's all done, or if I'll just put it in my newsletter. But Beckett has agreed that it is not a precious metal gems. Somebody faked the base card to look like a PMG, and Beckett graded it as an authentic altered base card, but accidentally put the label as PMG. Makes sense. This is exactly what people were speculating. And Beckett has come out and said this. So now they're working with him. His name is Ben, and with eBay to make things right. And he's anticipating a refund. So this will be really good PR for Beckett, which they really need some good PR because they have had a bad few years. My newsletter, junkwaxhero.com. Put in your email address and you should be good. I do a weekly free newsletter. At some point, it'll probably become more than weekly, but as of right now, that's about all I can manage. All right, this dude here was arrested for stealing $20,000 in a Tennessee card shop for autographed sports jerseys. Cody Denning. Got a lot of theft in sports cards and memorabilia. And then SGC's turnaround times are back to their normal 5-day business range, which is really their differentiator and why a lot of people go to them over PSA, plus various other reasons. But the biggest reason is turnaround. They graded 340,000 cards between April and May, and they are scaling up. And they also are doing a $12 basketball card sale, not sale, but a deal, pricing special. For any basketball card, $12. So cool stuff. And you may remember the Best Western theft at the Strongsville show, or adjacent to the Strongsville show. There has now been and now they're calling it $2.1 million. It's always been $2 million. 54 cards. A second arrest. Jason Bowling, the accomplice to the dude that I covered last week and the week before, Jacob Paxton. Still missing 2 cards, PSA 8, 41 play ball Ted Williams, and PSA 5, 09 Ramley Walter Johnson. All right, this is really cool. Michael Jordan's prototype sample banned Nike Air Jordan. So Nike made these sneakers for Michael Jordan. They filmed an ad with him. They were over his shoulder in the ad. And then the NBA banned them because at the time, they had a rule that your shoes had to be 51% or more white in color. And these obviously don't meet that. So there was just one of them, and they were given to somebody in Oregon. The story's down here. Um, they're they're given to him by his college basketball coach in Portland, Oregon, which were given directly to him from Nike. So pretty cool. These were the ones, and they're currently bidding at $203,000. They end tonight. So go bid if you've got $500,000. This was cool. The Christy Mathewson photograph auction ended at Hunt. This photograph is stunning. Look at this. It's just so nice. Oh, awesome. Can't go back apparently. And then the only other one I'm going to cover, that sold, by the way, for $124,000. This one, this is a 2-foot tall photograph. And you may recognize it. It's one of his T206 cards. It's the photograph from that card. It's over 2 feet, 27.5 inches tall by 9.5 inches. Awesome. All right, you may be following, and my septic guy's here, but he has a few minutes out in my backyard, and I'm almost done here. $1,751 for this Caitlin Clark card. If you followed this story with me, I sold this one for $1,850. Mine is PSA 10. This one is a 9, and it sold for almost identical. And I said, I will not regret selling this. I got a lot of money for it. I knew the risk. And this one looks, I don't know which one looks, like mine looks better, right? Because obviously autograph 9 versus 10, mine's a 10. And now I feel like if I'd hung on to it and auctioned it, oh man, I don't regret it. I've still got the money sitting in my savings account for the National. What are you gonna do, right? What are you gonna do? Don't forget, sign up for my newsletter, junkboxhero.com, and be at my live stream tomorrow, Monday night, 7 p.m. Eastern time. Thanks very much for watching. I hope you let me know what you think about any of these stories. Have a great Sunday.